Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on in. Not come. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Come on in. Come on in. Come on in. Not come on.
Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm back. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl, BondyBlue. Yes. Girl, I'm back. We're going to get into the topics for another BondyBlue show. I hope y'all are having a really cute Tuesday. All right. It's a beautiful day here in New Orleans, girl. It's the week before Mardi Gras and the week before my anniversary. And it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on, girl. I'm trying to do a lot at the same time. But then, really not doing nothing. Girl, my life. Okay, hold on. I'll turn my fan off. All right. I'm so happy that y'all are here, though. So, thank you for joining. I have a few topics. So we're going to get into this TikTok story. We're going to talk about some reality TV show people. We're going to talk about Isaac Hayes. We're going to talk about Kash Doll and Asian Doll. We're going to talk about Heavenly's apology. We're going to talk about Tony Busby. We're going to talk about Kiki Wyatt. Girl, we got to get into Kiki Wyatt. And we also have to get into Neo. So we have a few things to discuss, everybody. I am very happy to see y'all. I hope y'all are happy to see me. Girl. Is it bad that I be wanting to put people on blast for their stupid comments? Is it bad? Is it bad? Cause I don't I don't, you don't want to focus on a negative, right? You don't want to give the haters attention, right? You don't want to do that. But sometimes people just be saying the dumbest shit. And it just be like, girl, that's how you feel. Like how you hating on my glasses? How you hating on my shades? How you hating on my shades? How that happened? Girl, that's weird. Okay, one comment was, y'all not gonna tell Bondy she look bad in shades. I'll wait. I was like, wait a minute. Look at yo. Look at yo. Oh my God. Look at you. Oh my God. It's hilarious sometimes. Cause then you gotta, okay, so why are you mad? Why are you mad? I wear glasses in almost all of the videos. First of all, I'm fucking blind. All of them have prescriptions in them. Second of all, when the light starts to get too bright for my eyes, it's irritating. It's like a light in here. It's not a regular light, girl. This room is not normally this bright. It is because, shout out to Tasha K. All right. I have hold up, how you Apputor, girl. I have an Apputor. All right, 300 D2. It's a $1,000 light, bitch. It's bright. And listen, I don't even listen. It don't even listen. When I say stuff, I hope y'all know I don't really care. I just want y'all to know, sometimes the shit that people be saying, because I'm messy and I like to talk about stuff. I'm not messy. I'm nosy, and I like to, share and disseminate information. Bitch, it's my information. You put it on my public comments. Okay, I can say if I want to say. Hating on my sunglasses, though, that was weird. And then the next comment that I saw, and please don't misunderstand me, I blocked them and deleted the comments. So don't even waste your time going to look for it. It's my space. Girl, it's my shit. If I don't want to see your dumbass comment in my comments, I'm going to delete your comment. You can create your own platform, and then you can say whatever you want to say and not wear my glasses, okay? But anyway, the next comment was about how King was wrong and Dr. G, and I'm with Dr. G. And I was just like, And so then it presents itself. It's an interesting group, subset group of women that really go up for men that mistreat women. Y'all are just so interesting. I feel like there need to be more studies, more books about the psyche behind being a woman that hates other women and also champions men who abuse women. to the point that you probably have high cortisone levels because of some man. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you're probably stressed out behind some man, and you're like in the comments like windmilling on behalf of a man that not only would he disrespect you, but he's disrespected both of his paramours, whether it was his ex-wife or his current wife. He disrespected them both. I also feel like the women out there, and this is no disrespect, this is a real conversation I'm having with y'all right now. The women out there that feel like, you know, I'm gonna protect my man. I'm gonna defend my man. Like y'all need to stop. I'm being 100 with y'all. Y'all need to stop. I don't know what you think men are for if you think they need you to be a security guard for them. I don't know what's going on. Like I get it. I so get it, but like I'm 36, right? I'll be 37 in a couple of months. And at this age, what I realize now is you have to let men be men, whatever that looks like. You have to let them figure out a lot of shit for themselves. For one, they're not going to listen to you because most of them don't like to listen to women. So they're not going to listen to you. So you can't tell them what to do anyway. The only thing that you can really do a lot of the times is back away and protect yourself because you're a woman. And that's what you should do. Like, hello. So when y'all are like thinking that you as a woman needs to defend a man, I really need to understand what you think men are for, because you have these traditional mindsets on how men are supposed to be and how women are supposed to be. But when it comes to protecting, you don't seem to understand that you have to let them protect you. You have to let them protect you. And if you don't, and I'm talking about when you have one, when you have a man, okay? When you have one. But you have to let them protect you if that's the agreement that you're going to be in. Now, if you have a different situation going on, they have a different situation going on. But please do not try to fit into the confines of what you think a traditional woman and man should be. If you think you should be running up on another man for your man, no. I know that was cute when Tahiri did it. You know what I'm saying? When she snuck consequence over Joe Budden, we all thought that was like, yeah, that was, we was down for that then in that moment. But now that we look back on it, that man was beating her ass. She shouldn't have been fighting nobody for that nigga. She should have let that nigga get his ass whipped because he whipped her ass. You see them, you see? That's why you can't do it, especially like we're seeing Dr. G being abusive. And I thought about something today. And I guess we could start off with Heavenly, and then I'll go to this TikTok story later. But I was thinking about this as it pertains to, Dr. Damon, because I know she enjoyed seeing all of the people talking about how much Dr. Damon is a real man, And I don't argue with her about that, because the way I recognize strong men to be, that is how he is. You're smart, you take care of your family, you don't overreact to situations, you're not volatile, you come from a stern but protective standpoint a lot of the time, regardless of the fact that he's, extremely misogynistic in some ways. I still feel like Dr. Damon very much presents to me what I view as a good example of a family man and a strong, father and provider, protect. Like, I see it. So I get it. But I think the problem for me, when I really thought about it, is how unhinged Dr. Gregory is. And you were sending your patients to him out of friendship and loyalty. And that's when I had Because see, that's where the misogyny causes an issue, right? Because think about how many doctors or people, period, will put you in a presence of someone who is harmful out of loyalty and friendship to that person. That shit doesn't put you in the same light anymore. You know, there's not a lot of valor behind, oh yeah, I'm on King's side, when it was this very public fight. But when he dragged Quad and all of those things happen, and we find out this is a man that can be physically violent with a woman, this is a man that is out of control of himself, you still decide that he should be the psychiatrist you send your patients to, because they had a business arrangement. If I'm not wrong, I believe there was a conversation being had between the two of them, because Dr. Damon was sending his patients to Dr. Gregory, even after knowing that he put his hands on Quad. And I think that might be the bigger issue sometimes that we're having a problem with, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, no disrespect. Hold on, let me see. Angela Meyer, thank you for the super chat, girl. You never look bad after me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, y'all. I appreciate it. Summer D, thank you for another super chat, boo. Happy early anniversary. Thank you. 8 years, child. Brittany Nikki, happy birthday. Come on. Hey, Bondi finally caught live on my birthday. Hey, Chad, happy birthday, girl. I was trying to see who everybody was saying happy birthday. So happy birthday, girl. Okay. It's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, girl. But yeah, I was just, before we hop into Heavenly's apology, I just really wanted to talk about that. Like, I think that's a huge issue that everybody just ignores. And when I was talking about the misogyny and how I really felt like King was acting out of the normal order of things, where a group of men align themselves with the man regardless to whether he's wrong or not, because you got to keep the lie alive, and bros before hoes, and all of those misogynistic mindsets that men have, and that women know that men have. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely was looking at that situation like, it's important for people to stand up for what's right, especially when it comes to shit like healthcare and those types of things. And I understand, because I can imagine the answer to that would be, well, he's never done anything wrong when it comes to his private practice, or his practice. And I can understand that, and that's fine. But I just still feel like at the end of the day, the greater issue we have in this world is the way people really do ignore the moments when we find out that somebody is unsafe, and because they're our friend or we're close to them, we kind of just turn a blind eye to it. Because we don't want any smoke, all of that shit. But essentially, you know what I'm saying? I was watching it and I did not hear it. I've seen people say that, but I did not hear that. So I don't want to, perpetrate that. I mean, I still believe it. You can tell the types of arguments and fights they've had by the way she responded to him in the moment when they were sitting at the table and she got quiet. And you could tell she's having a battle within herself where she's having to stand up for herself, even though it's uncomfortable, but she knows that she has to, because if she doesn't stand up for herself, he's just going to continue to like pile drive on top of her that this is her fault, and throwing this barrage of comments and facial expressions. And like, it's just an energy that he is throwing her way to make this her fault and to make her feel bad. And I just kind of feel like what we are seeing of this man is that he it's not my birthday, y'all. My birthday's in a couple of months. It's not my birthday. It's one of the subbies, okay? Brittany Nikki's birthday, not mine. Oh, my anniversary is coming up. But yes, I thought that was interesting when I really thought about it. I was listening to Rodney and I was just like, even though I recognize Dr. Damon and how his image looks, but at the end of the day, what I find often is that men still have a camaraderie with one another over women, that once you find out that this man who is your friend is physically assaulting his wife, nobody actually punishes him. Nobody abhors it. Like nobody actually says anything. You just kind of continue on and you continue to support him as if it doesn't matter. And I think that's very, very interesting. Yeah, I see that people are saying that Dr. G doesn't have good reviews. That doesn't surprise me. I did hear what Funky Dineva said about Heavenly's comments, and I understood where he was coming from. I understood where he was coming from. And I often have had the same sentiments in my mind. Like, first of all, I don't trust people, period. I don't trust women because I've had terrible situations happen with women who are either friends or women I was in romantic relationships with, women who are in my family. Like, regardless, I have had situations happen where I know I am not completely safe around somebody just because they're a woman. No, that's ridiculous. So I don't get upset at him saying that it's not surprising, and how gay men live in this world is not wanting to make a big fuss whenever people show themselves for who we already know that they are. Meaning that a lot of gay men already know that a lot of Black women have these homophobic mindsets. And it's just something that you deal with, because if you don't deal with it, you're not going to have anybody around you. And that's the truth. Like, the truth of the matter is, if you were to stop having interactions with family and friends and just anybody, period, that has homophobic ideals, you really wouldn't spend time with a lot of the people that you love. And I'm keeping it a buck. As somebody that does not, like, I feel like a lot of people's mentalities and how they think about certain things are a reflection of who they are. I do. Because I feel that way, it is very hard for me to have a lot of people around me, because as soon as I find out that you move a certain way, I don't want to be bothered. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. So I did not agree with, I didn't disagree with what he said. I understood what he said. And I wasn't upset about it. I feel no ways about it. Y'all saw I wasn't even that mad about Heavenly. I'm not surprised. I feel like throughout my life, I have continuously gotten my feelings hurt by Black women I thought I was safe with, all to find out how they still hold homophobic mindsets about things. They still want to other gay people. They still want to look at it as if it's something that's odd or weird or not normal, or that we haven't seen it all over the place, or that most of these men wouldn't fuck other men if they are in prison for extended periods of time. Like, all of the lies that everybody is telling themselves. Like, it's how people are. And it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So and that y'all, that's across the board. Like, I last year I cut off so many people in my fucking life that I really cared about, because I just can't anymore. I'm just at a point in my life where if you think I'm going to allow you to be near me as you simultaneously purposefully hurt me for whatever reason you're doing it, I don't give a fuck what the psychology is anymore. Whatever the reason is for you to be making me feel like shit, I need for you to get the fuck away from me. I don't care what your reasoning is. I don't want to have a conversation about it. I don't want to relive it. I don't want to rehash. I don't want to come to a Jesus moment. I don't give a fuck. If you make me feel uncomfortable, if you make me feel bad in any type of way about the relationship, I don't want to fuck with you. I don't want to fuck with you. And when I say that, y'all, it's because people really do be playing in your face and then telling you they not. Like, that's why I say that. So I don't trust people to begin with. I don't give a fuck whether you're a woman, a gay man, a straight man. I don't trust people, period. And I absolutely rely on people to be groupthink. I rely on people to do exactly what most people do, which is rely on a stronger personality to dictate what they're going to do and be a fucking follower. It depends on what room I'm in. But I'm usually dependent on people to be exactly who the fuck they are. And I just try to remember, regardless of that, I'm going to be exactly who the fuck I am. And I am not going to act outside of myself because it may or may not be well received by whoever's in the room. I'm going to be Brittany no matter what. And that's just what it is. It's an everyday struggle, my nigga. But I don't know how else to be. So when it comes to people like, you know, Dr. Heavenly and their comments at this point, you just kind of be like, yeah, we know that's how you feel. It's wild. That's why I said, you know, when does the book smarts and the intelligence, that type of shit, like when does that kick in with some of these ideologies that y'all have? Because it's not backed up by any fact. When does the fact and you know, the stats and the studies and what's actually happening, when does that come into play with the shit that people say? You know, I also feel like at some point people need to learn that when you are angry, you are still in control of yourself. And so when you decide to say certain things, it's because you really feel that way. I always, to me, I feel like the real measurement is how people act when they're upset, how people act when they're angry. And then they think their anger is an excuse. I don't find that reasonable. If you act completely out of sorts and out of character because you are angry at something, if you feel like you can say any old thing to me just because you're in your feelings about something, as somebody that has to watch every little thing I say because the shit I say, I don't even know is offending people sometimes. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I'm over it. Right. Or drunk. Like any excuse you come up with, bitch, I don't give a fuck. You said what you said, and that's that on that. But let's listen to what Heavenly said in her apology.
I love y'all. I'm just emotional right now because and again, let me apologize for what I said before. I made a lot of people feel uncomfortable about something I made, and it was mistaken. And I want to say I apologize. It was an ignorant statement I made about, you know, being a real man, you know, or whatever. I want to apologize for that again and again. Y'all know, if y'all know me, y'all know I didn't mean anything by it, but it doesn't take away from somebody I might have hurt their feelings. So I will apologize for that again and again and again. I was wrong. That was an ignorant statement. And I recant that whole thing.
It's so funny. She recants it, but I don't know if she really, I don't think she feel no different. I don't. I think it's ingrained. I think some people just refuse to stretch. One of the things that I had to stretch about is the trans conversation. That's something that I had to stretch about. And the reason why is oh shit. I feel like because if you have one thing, you're one thing. And if you have the other thing, you're the other thing. You can identify and switch that up. But one thing is one thing and the other thing is another thing. And these two things are not the same. Right? Like that's just how I would feel about it. But what I have come to is that I don't give a fuck what anybody calls themselves. If you want to be called a woman, I don't care. You're a woman. If you feel that way, you're a woman. Your perception of what a woman is, you feel that you're a woman, you're a woman. If you feel you're a man, your perception of what a man is, you want to be called a man, you're a man. Do you know why I feel that way? First of all, I don't want nobody arguing with me about how I feel about myself. So it's just really I'm going to treat you how I want to be treated thing, first of all. Second of all, I feel like at the end of the day, it's not going to change the fact that I'm who I am. Like, it's not going to change the fact that I'm on a rag right now. Like, it's not going to change anything. And I think a lot of women feel like it endangers who they are. And I'm like, it really doesn't. Like, just like Black people can't be erased because we're a dominant gene. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, like, if you're mixed with us, like, eventually, you know, our genes can sometimes be dominant when it comes to how you look. I feel like it's the same thing with women. You can't get rid of what you need in order to be here. We can never be replaced. We can never be replaced. We just can't. We just can't. And individually, as a woman, you cannot be replaced whoever you are, because you are you. As a man, you are you. You can't be replaced. You might be able to be replaced at a job. You might be able to be replaced in a relationship, but you could never be replaced from who you are as a person. At the end of the day, nobody can step into your body but you. Nobody is making up your shit but you. And what makes us women and what makes us, men, genetically, scientifically, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it doesn't change no matter what anybody says. It doesn't change no matter what anybody says. It doesn't. It doesn't. So I just kind of put it in my mind. I never want to be on the side of bigots. I don't care if I am a Black woman. I don't ever want to be on the side of closed-minded, bigoted, prejudiced people. I just don't. It's just not something I aspire. For other people, that's okay for them. That's fine. It's not okay for me. So I'm going to adopt the mindset that whoever you want to be, your world is your making and my world is my making. And you are entitled to yours as long as it doesn't encroach upon mine. And your identity does not encroach on my identity. Period. Period. So I had to stretch myself in order to come to that. And I'm glad that I did. Nothing, I have this thing about me where it's like, if it feels like it's something that is going to trap me, where I feel so bothered, why do I feel bothered by it? What's happening? Why do I feel bothered by it? And then unwrap that. Because usually when you actually sit with yourself and unwrap the things that bother you about other people, you'll figure out some shit about yourself. Just saying. Just saying. No, because I don't want to ever not be a safe space for anybody. I don't ever want to not be a safe space for anybody, for real. Now, I understand if if I don't like you, if you come me sideways, I'm not a safe space, bitch. I'm not. But just in general, I don't want somebody to feel like because I'm like this, I would not fit in. You know what I mean? But that's just a deeper conversation. Serena, thank you for the super chat. I'm so glad I finally made another live. I love you, girl. I love you too. Thank you. I appreciate you. So yeah, I feel like, Heavenly feels bad because I don't think Heavenly likes an overwhelming amount of hate when she knows it's something that is dumb. And when you really think about it, you're smart enough to know that what you said is not factual. It's just connected to your biases that you refuse to let go of. And that's fine. So I think that's why she feels bad about it. And because she has actual friends who probably have called her and said, how can you say that about me? Like, we know a lot of gay men that to me show up as men simply for taking care of their own responsibilities, being honest about who they are. I don't know what people think being a man is. I think a lot of times socially when we're talking about, what it means to encompass, the best version of a man, a lot of y'all think of dominating, forceful, y'all don't think of thoughtful, calm, even tempered. Like, you don't think of someone that would have empathy and space for other people. You don't. And I think that's sad. And that's why we really get into a lot of these situations. I don't know what everybody, is hung up on at this point, but I really don't care. Okay. You can feel however you want to feel. If you want to be, biased, prejudiced, homophobic, all of that shit, that's your business. But please understand that says more about you than it does about gay people. All right.
All right. I got the receipts here. And this is the last thing I'm going to post about this situation because I'm a little scared. Some of you might know who I'm talking about. And send this shit to him. I've been going back and forth with myself for the last couple of days, whether or not I should take these videos down, but it's already up, so I might as well tell it all. All right, he goes through my phone and he sees a conversation between one of my close male friends. And yes, the conversation was inappropriate. I should have been having that conversation. We were talking about our favorite positions in bed. And the dude ends up sending me a video of him in his favorite position. And I just kind of ignored that. We started talking about something else. And he just starts accusing me of cheating on him. And what are you doing when I'm not home? Da, 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 da. Just projecting hard for days. And I don't do nothing. I'm literally at home all day long. All I do is my schoolwork and I go to the gym. That's it. That's all. So I'm thinking, what's the reason for all this? You know, I'm not doing shit. So I asked God to reveal to me what this man has been doing. And I'm not even lying, y'all. 3 days later, he falls asleep with his phone unlocked. So I go through it and let me show y'all what I find.
Okay, so first of all, did she not say that her and another man was texting about their favorite positions? Why would you be having that conversation with not listen? I'm just saying, if you are in a monogamous relationship and that's what you want to do at whatever age she's at, that's fine. But I just kind of, because y'all know I feel like some of that should be stupid. Like these people are not gonna be faithful. Why do you think they are? Like, like come on. But it's definitely given. How are you going to act as if you didn't do anything wrong and he's just supposed to know that you weren't doing anything wrong when you're texting another man about sexual positions? I don't know, man. I'm not comfortable.
These are some of the messages I find between him and his ex-girlfriend.
Okay, so he doing the same thing you doing, basically.
Then I also find out he's been paying random people for FaceTime shows.
Oh.
I go to his deleted messages and I recover a photo of a naked man. When I confront him about this, in his own words, he tells me he's been exploring men.
Okay.
I asked him, well, how long have you been exploring men? He tells me for about 2 years. Mind you, we had broken up for about 2 years and then we got back together. So I'm guessing within those 2 years when we weren't together, that's when he was doing his exploration.
Girl, no. He knew he liked niggas at a very early age. I think people be lying.
So clearly his exploring didn't stop when we had gone back together. But he does tell me that he's never been with a man, has no desire to be with a man.
Lie.
He just like sits off pleasure to men.
How? Y'all need to understand why women let men lie to them like this.
And I told him, like, you really could have told me that you was bisexual. And as long as you're not doing shit with a fucking man and coming home to me, like, I feel like I'm a very open and accepting person.
Okay.
I'm not gonna judge you for what you like as long as you're not stepping out and bringing me diseases and such. And I like females too, so I don't know. I just feel like I can't be a hypocrite on that part. And I know I'm speaking so casually about this, but when I first found out, like, I was so stuck. Like, you really like men. I would have never expected that from you.
Why? Why would you never have expected? This is what I be talking about, y'all.
Like, it really had me fucked up for a long time. Of course, he's embarrassed and he's trying to be apologetic and he's showing me that he blocked the girlfriend. He's telling me that he's not going to be in nobody's DMs. And if he wants to self-pleasure to these men, he's going to just find it on a corn website instead of being freaked out on Twitter. And let me just say this. No, I'm not okay with any.
He's still going to be freaked out on Twitter. To be very clear, Twitter is where you go. I don't want nobody to lie to y'all. Listen to me. I don't want nobody to lie to y'all. That nigga is not gonna stop going on Twitter. Twitter is where you go. Twitter is where you find the OnlyFans. Twitter is where you talk to people about the shit that they doing and watching. Twitter is where it happens when it comes to the pornography. Please be very clear.
Anything that's going on. But again, I'm in a fucked up situation and I feel like this is where I have to be until I can get myself out of this situation. So I try to just move on from the situation. And
oh no, not you financially dependent on this man. That's what you told me. That's what you just told me. See, y'all be out here being dumb, girl. If you gonna cohabitate, please have enough money to take care of yourself.
Be as okay as I possibly can to just get through this. And we don't have no problems. Things is good up until maybe a week or so ago when he fell asleep with his phone unlocked again, and I went through it
Again.
And this is where I found this shit. This shit really had me fucked up. Let me show you what I found.
What you found, girl?
This is a conversation between a nigga.
Okay. Your ex left my ass off. What? Nigga gone. How you got my number? Boy, I been had your number. I never delete contacts. I just changed mine.
This man has a whole ex-boyfriend. We've been dealing with each other since the end of 2017. I used to drive up from Killeen, Texas to El Paso, Texas to see him.
Okay.
The whole time he was fucking with this nigga.
Okay.
You're telling me you've only been exploring men for 2 years and it's just for self-pleasure? No. The rest of the messages were them being so freaked out, reminiscing on the good old times they had, making trips to link up. That's how I found out he's been gay since I met him. And if y'all think I'm lying about this timeline, hold on. I texted my friend January 31st. He's niggas when I saw everything I saw. And no, me and this man are not sleeping together. We have not slept together in I don't know how long. I've told him on multiple occasions, I think your attraction to men might be a little more deeper than what you're allowing it to be, because I used to be walking around here, no clothes on, laying in bed, no clothes on. This man wouldn't, he wouldn't try to touch me. He wouldn't try to make no moves. He wouldn't look at me, just pay me dust. And the only reason why right before he left, he was trying to act like he likes me all of a sudden was because I found out those messages and he wanted to downplay as, oh, well, you know, I like girls more. Yeah, I do like men, but I like girls more. No, nigga, no. This is I should have been done a long time ago, but now I have to be done. It's no working shit out. And there's no more sitting here trying to get through the situation. No, I gotta fucking go. And he literally still thinks that this is something that we can work out. And I'm just so mad and disgusted at myself for allowing myself to be in this situation as long as I did. I lost some really close friends behind this situation. One of my friends, she cut me off because she said it was triggering for her to watch me be in this situation. And I don't blame her at all. It was all up on her part. She said, when you get yourself out of this situation, I'll be here for you, but I just can't continue to sit back and watch you keep putting yourself through this. So it's been a lot to deal with, but I'm through with this shit. I just got my behavioral health clearance today. All I'm waiting on is my secret clearance, and I will be on my way to Kuwait. And one more thing, I just want to say again, thank you to everybody who's wished me well, left me advice, reached out. Y'all are truly God sent, and I really wish the best for y'all. Take a shot with me because I know that was a lot. Cheers to moving on and new beginnings.
I must have missed the part where she lost 100K because I see it in the comments, but I'm like, where she talked about losing 100K?
Thank you for watching my story.
Okay, how I let my boyfriend get me in almost $100,000 in debt, the receipt. Girl, the whole video was about you outing him for being gay. It didn't have, girl, when did she give us a receipt about him in money? Did I miss it? Girl, see, I can, first of all, you knew who that man was when you got with him. To me, it seemed like you just wanted to get up here and out him. That's all it seemed like to me, because you ain't even tell us about what was going on. She joining the military to get her finances up. Good for her. Go do something with your fucking life besides chasing around some man. And all of y'all, I know I see a lot of y'all in the comments talking about, oh, it's boring, but this be y'all. Let's be very clear. No, let's be very clear. It's a lot of y'all out here that it be buku signs that a nigga is just using you. And you be like, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Girl, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. At some point, you'll recognize this. Just go with that feeling. Let's see. The 100K in debt would be a red flag for her clearance. Oh, wow. There is a longer video. Okay. Listen, I was trying to figure out what was the point. He gave 1, 2, 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish, bitch, knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. What we talking about here? She ain't really talk about the money in this part anyway. All I hear is her talking about this man being gay. And the man told you he was. And you sitting up here acting like he was what? Because he was still texting his ex. Wasn't you still texting somebody? To me, it just seemed like y'all was trying to pretend like y'all wanted to be in a monogamous relationship, and y'all really don't. Y'all both want to fuck with each other and see other people, and that's what y'all should do. And you should wear protection. And he should wear protection. But he like boys and probably still like girls a little bit sometimes, but don't spend no money on that nigga, because then, you know, you want to be sure that he ain't trying to use you, because they know how women will take care of a man. When a woman is in love with a man, she'll take care of him and do anything. So a lot of men, gay men included, know that about you bitches. That's why y'all got to stop being so thirsty for niggas, period. Start there. Start there, okay? Oh, Lord. We can move on, but here, listen. Can we go? Can we go? Hold on. Where is that? It's down here somewhere, girl. But I had to bring it back up. Here we go.
I'm a single dad. Do I gain any sympathy?
That's good for you.
No, and don't say that. You guys share taking care of the baby. Don't say something.
No, I know, but I am a single dad, though.
You guys are doing a great job.
Well, I don't get no sympathy.
You're not a single dad. I'm a single mom.
See, that's just wrong. Feelings don't
single
matter.
Means,
Yeah.
I'm a single dad. Do I gain any sympathy?
What do you want sympathy for? What do you want sympathy for? I said he continues to whine about his role as a father and how he's not getting enough brownie points for it. Y'all, this is like the second or third time this nigga done got online complaining about not being validated for being a good father. First of all, how old is the baby? You ain't even had this baby long enough for you to be sitting up here acting like you really out here struggling. Now, I'm going to tell you, I agree with him. He is a single father. Once you and the woman are no longer together, she's a single mother and you're a single father. That's because when y'all have the children, y'all have them by yourself. You don't have them with the other person with you so that y'all can both be doing shit. To me, he is a single father. I know what they mean. They mean like you're not a single father, like you out here with no help whatsoever. And usually that's what they mean with women, because normally when women are single mothers, it's because they really don't have any help from men. But we know that at a large number, women are still primary parents for their children. I believe what they said, 80% of single parents are mothers. I think that's what I saw, 80%. So yeah, we can't adopt this mentality that he's not a single dad simply because Haley is a mother and in her child's life. Nah, they're both single parents because they're no longer together. Okay. But essentially, I feel like, what sympathy are you looking for? Because you probably have help with that baby, just like Haley does. But I think we know that when it comes to being a mom, you are primarily responsible for your baby, especially in those early years, because you're breastfeeding, or the baby is like, you know, the baby needs your body to survive, not just you being there, but your body. Okay. And I feel like all he has to do is either pay somebody, have his family members, or fuck some girl and she'll want to play stepmama to Haley's babies. Girl, all I know is it's just weird to me that he always is like, because he did another video a while back talking about how maybe if he was a deadbeat dad, it'd be better. And I'm like, dude, why do you keep having these like conversations that you really should be having offline, but you having these conversations in public about your resentment about being a dad? Like, to me, he seems to be resentful about it, and it's weird. And I just want him to be a parent to the child and stop. Like, stop looking for other people to validate you in that. It is an investment. It's a long-term investment when it comes to being a parent and being a good parent to a child, so that eventually when you are older and your child has done well for themselves and they still want to have a relationship with you and they help take care of you and they show you the same type of love and consideration in your elder years that you showed them when they were babies. Like, that's how that shit is supposed to go. And you thinking that other people are supposed to make you feel good about being a parent is just weird to me. It's just weird, y'all. I'm sorry. I keep telling y'all that DDG is a weirdo, and y'all, everybody always want to argue with you, but it's like, it's moments like this that give me the reasoning for why I feel that way. Like, what do you mean? What do I get sympathy? I don't get no sympathy. Men's feelings don't matter. Y'all really send yourself into a whirlwind because you want to be in oppression Olympics with women. Why are you comparing yourself to a woman? At the end of the day, it's not as hard for you as it is for her. It's never going to be. Your hormones did not get sent into a tailspin when you gave birth to a baby. The physicality of women giving birth has effects that you will never understand. And the idea that you want to be put on a level playing field with her is just really, really bitch made. Stop. Just stop. Be a good dad and shut the fuck up. My God. Someone get him. Y'all, I want to say congratulations to Winter, y'all. Shout out to Winter. So I had the pleasure of meeting Eddie, her new fiance, when she came out here for the Super Bowl, and he was a really nice guy. And it was so funny because I remember we were sitting down and I said, Winter, I said, he's good. I said, I like that. That's good. I literally said this, like, y'all know, like, it's my first time meeting Winter in real life. We talk, we DM, but it's not that deep. But I don't know her life like that. I don't know this man like that. But his energy and the way he was and the way he took care of her and us, it just, I liked him. And in comparison to the other two men that we've seen her with, he felt way more her speed. Y'all, Winter is an extremely beautiful woman, especially in person. Like, in person, she's very, very beautiful. And very well put together. And he is a nice looking man, in shape, got a really good business going. You know what I mean? Like, he throws events and, he get her in the VIP area and she chill and he do his thing and he works, and it's a great situation for her. So and for him as well. But I was just like, this is so much better, because y'all know the other men were like scamming and all of that, first, before her first husband. But the ones we have seen her with, these last two, girl, no. This man look, closer to your age, closer to your speed, look like, y'all hunching. Yeah, it's all good. I love that. Congratulations to Winter. I wanted to say that. Okay, shout out to Winter and Eddie. For going ahead and tying a knot. You know what I mean? Whenever y'all do that, okay, low key, I want an invitation to the wedding, but if y'all not gonna do it like that, don't worry about it. It's fine. But I would like the invitation. Anyway, so let's move on, y'all. Are y'all gonna vote? Apparently, Raymond Santana is running for New York City Council District 8. The exonerated 5 member announced his campaign today, sharing online, "My name is Raymond Santana. I'm a son of Harlem and a member of the exonerated 5. I'm an activist and a small business owner. And today, I'm proud to announce my campaign for New York City Council District 8. Santana, who was wrongfully convicted at 14, is now focused on criminal justice reform, affordable housing, better police community relations, and standing up to Donald Trump. He said the current system isn't working for communities like the South Bronx and East Harlem. That's why I'm running to give a voice to those who have been marginalized." Somebody say, "First tell us why you moved out of Delicious house while she was at work." Somebody said, "I feel like it's a good fit. Vote for him. He's for the people." That's men. I thought he resided in Georgia. Doesn't he live in Atlanta? How is Junior gonna run for a seat in NYC? The fact that he married her, it's a hard no. What? Like, what do you mean? Like, what was he supposed to do? Delicious might spin the block. I think not. I don't know if y'all want my opinion. I don't live in New York, so this is not up to me. Yes, I'm voting. One of the exonerated is already a councilman. Okay. Okay. See, I don't live in New York. So if y'all feel like, because one of the exonerated 5 is a good one, that this man will be a good one, y'all should do that. That's y'all district. No. You know what it's given? You know what it's given? It's given a future in misappropriating funds. It's giving a future of misappropriating funds. It's giving a future of possibly harassing assistants. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I feel like, it's fitting. It is fitting because, Donald Trump really went at them when they were kids, the whole thing. So I see it. And honestly, most of the city council members and, everybody's on their bullshit in one way or another. He'll probably get it. This is a good climate for it. Y'all are right. I can see politics wise how this can look good. It actually being good, underdeveloped tea. And that's what I was thinking to myself. I was just like, I understand that he is presenting himself as somebody that is well put together, but I'm like, I don't know if I really believe that. His relationship with Delicious was one of the signifiers. He was also on a reality show. And I know that's not, men treat their wives like shit all the time. And they're great mayors. They're great city council members. I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? Those personal things, they don't always matter, But I just, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I just feel I think he was on couples retreat. I think it was couples retreat. Him and Delicious were on couples retreat. Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't think that would be a good decision. It's not up to me. And I'm not sure, but from what I've seen of him, he does not seem solid enough in himself as a person in order to deal with constituency. And that's another thing. I feel like people underestimate dealing with like everyday regular people that want you to do something for them in their community, in the anger and all of that. Like, I think everybody thinks that shit is some easy thing to deal with, and it's really, really not. And he seemed to not really have his, his temperament together when he was with Delicious enough for that. Wasn't Delicious dating him for money? I don't know where y'all get that from. That's such a precarious thing to say about Delicious. I think people like to see Delicious as some type of gold digger, I guess because of the Flavor Flav thing. But if anybody has actually followed Delicious throughout the years, Delicious has consistently worked and had a very nice house and a very nice life. I had been following her way before she got with him, and not only has she always had jobs, and I mean, like, you literally would see her leave on the weekends because she did a radio show in Detroit in the morning during the week. Then she would leave on the weekend and go travel all over the goddamn world or the states in order to do an event here, do a club here. You know what I'm saying? Like, Delicious is somebody that was still getting paid to go to clubs and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would see her do her walkout, you know what I mean? Fine as fuck. So, like, Delicious has been like working this entire time. I never understood why people thought that she was with Raymond Santana for money. She was absolutely not with him for money. And if she was with him for money, she should be with him for money because she has money. Why was she like? And then he moved into her house. He moved into her nice ass house. So, and I remember that house because, like, I really like used to love watching Delicious back in the day, especially on Instagram when she would get up there and curse y'all out. Girl, that's why sometimes I'm like, I don't know why everybody act like when I curse somebody out, y'all don't like it. Because I used to like watching her curse people out. No, I think she absolutely liked him. I think he had issues from being in jail for a long time. I think he had issues from the coddling that comes with what happened to him because they had such a miscarriage of justice happen to them. I think the coddling of them is a real thing. The exonerated five, the men, the specific men, that are out and about today. I'm sure the women in their lives have to deal with a lot of bullshit from those men because, yes, the PTSD from what actually happened. And also, how other people treat them, they start to get used to being seen as a victim in some ways. And when they're not being doted on or treated like a victim, they start to get a problem. Like, to me, he seemed a little bit narky. Like, I'm just saying. Listen, keep the curses coming. Listen, you never date a man who spent such a long time in jail. It never works. Yeah, he had a lot of trauma. And to me, from what I understood, the only thing Delicious was really complaining about was like his lack of emotional availability and the lack of sex. She was all over him. She wanted to fuck. And he just, it was like, I think he had some type of performance issue. Like, and I'm thinking it was more mental than anything else. And because of that, he treated her like shit because he couldn't rise to the occasion of her sexiness. But that's what he wanted when he got with her. I think Candy and Todd hooked them up. So yeah, no. I think she was too much for him. I think she was too much for him. And that is what it is. But I don't know if I think he should be anybody's city council member because he never showed himself to be somebody that was like, fully in control of himself in that way. But somebody gonna vote for him. Okay, y'all. So do y'all heard about Fanbase, right? Fanbase is a black owned app. Where is the damn story? Did I not save it? Fanbase is a black owned app that they kept trying to get everybody on. And I remember going over there, but in my experience, sometimes I can tell when things are going to flop just from how they feel to me. Like whatever it is, I'll just be like, yeah, no, I'm not doing that. And sometimes it's not about it flopping, it's just about me not being a trend follower. Like, when you're on social media, they kind of force you to follow trends. What's popping right now? What do what's everybody doing? What dances? All of that shit. I'm not like that, y'all. In real life, I don't follow trends. I do what I want to do, regardless to what is popular at the time. And I've always been that way. So it's hard for me to just hop on shit once I become accustomed or comfortable with something. So that's why I was never really getting on Fanbase. And it's hard for me to be on a lot of these other apps. I am on Instagram. I try to be on Threads. I'm gonna try to hop back on Blue Sky. It's hard. It's too many goddamn apps out here. But I've really been on TikTok lately. I'm trying to get back, because I like going down rabbit holes on TikTok. So now that I'm actually using TikTok more, I'll probably upload over there better, more. And I think it helps bring more people to your channel when you put your shorts and all of that on TikTok as well. So, I try to keep up with that. It's tough though. All right. Either way, hold up, y'all. Okay. So this content creator, I believe I found her on TikTok. Yes. Francesca Ramsey. So I've seen her, I follow her. And she had a beef with Isaac Hayes, the owner of Fanbase. Let's hear.
Isaac Hayes III, the CEO and founder of Fanbase, made a 16-page slideshow about me on Instagram last night. It's already been deleted because he was getting eaten up in the comments for suggesting that I'm not Black because my ex-husband was white. Yeah. 6 years ago, I got a
I just want to be clear, that's not how Blackness works, but okay.
Divorce. And according to Isaac Hayes, that means I have no room to ever speak on any Black issues and that I don't really support Black people. Meanwhile, he's propping up a white man who's a racist and people with sexual assault allegations. But me saying that I don't want to join his app means that I don't support Black people and I'm anti-Black. So now that he's deleted this slideshow, he has so graciously.
A whole slideshow. Do you know? I'm just saying, y'all, I need for y'all to understand the amount of energy that people put into people that they don't like is always so astounding to me. I'm not putting that much energy into people I don't like. I don't even want to see you. So when people take time to write messages and, you know, write whole threads and shit about people that they are, you know, really not liking, it always makes me feel like you're obsessed, aren't you?
Invited me onto Fanbase in order to have a full, transparent conversation about why he chose to spend yesterday crashing out in my comments. I mean, it's really weird because you could do all of this on TikTok and on Instagram and on Threads. And now that everybody is deleting their account, now that you've lost money, according to you, $500,000 worth of investments have been returned to people who gave you money for your app. Now you want to talk on Fanbase. Now you would like to address your appropriate response to my unwarranted personal attack on you and Fanbase.
I will be addressing my appropriate response to your unwarranted personal attack on me and Fanbase. Wait, hold up. Didn't he attack her?
On Fanbase. The only person that got personal was you digging up photos of my ex-husband. I didn't say anything about you personally. I talked about your actions, Isaac. You are a grown-ass man who can't take any responsibility for your actions. And now that everybody is seeing your behavior on the Stubborn Jam screen in 4K, you're like, hey guys, come over to my bullshit app that no one's on and let's talk about it here. Remember when you accused me of clout chasing? Remember when you said I was chasing you for clout? Funny. I'll also say it's really interesting that this all started in defense of Drake, and now you're using Not Like Us.
Drake? Because of Drake?
This gorgeous photo of me, which also, I think that's a big part of this, right? You brought up my ex-husband because you know you can't call me ugly, right? You know you can't take shots at my looks. Oh, you wear too much makeup. Oh, you don't look good. Oh, you got like, you can't do any of those stupid personal attacks. So you have to dig back into my history and talk about my ex-husband. Meanwhile, you don't have any smoke for the men on this app who've talked about Fanbase, or you. Men who are on Fanbase and are like, hey, dude, the platform sucks. You have nothing to say to them. Only smoke for me. You're never beating the misogynist allegations, Isaac. Never.
Okay, so I'm surmising, okay? But what it seems is that hold up, here it is.
But the narrative of misogyny and attacking Black women is just simply not true.
Hey, Isaac, apology not accepted. Because part of an apology requires you to take responsibility for your actions. And it's very clear that you just want to make excuses. But again, I love receipts. And here we go, right here. You taking shots at a Black woman's appearance because she dared to say, hey, focus on your app and getting it together so that it can compete with TikTok and Instagram. You've had it for over a decade. It should work better than this. And your response was, you can't spell and you have on too much foundation. What does her looks have to do with her criticisms of your app? It's also so convenient that when you talk about crossing the line, you don't get specific in what it was that you did in response to me critiquing your behavior. I'll get specific. You shared a photo, a 10-plus-year-old photo of me and my ex-husband on my wedding day to suggest that I'm not Black enough because my ex-husband is white. And then when people rightfully called you on your misogyny, you said, oh, I can't be a misogynist. I campaigned for Kamala Harris. Which is interesting because if my white ex-husband negates my Blackness, then how does that work with Kamala Harris and her white husband? Make it make sense.
I will also say that it's quite telling that this non-apology focuses so much on your intentions and how your character was maligned and how dangerous it was for you. And not once did you talk about how dangerous it was for me when you chose to share multiple images of me on your TikTok, on your Instagram, and on Threads, and on Twitter with this caption, "Not like us." Okay, not like what? From day one, my issue was you amplifying abusers and shitting on Black women. And you've had multiple days to say, I don't agree with their behavior. I apologize to the multiple Black women, because not just the screenshot that I grabbed, you deleted a lot of the other things. And you have a long history of this behavior outside of just me. Okay, you didn't acknowledge any of that. Instead, you focused on how bad you felt and how unkind it was of me to say, hey, maybe don't prop up abusers. Maybe don't prop up racists. Maybe don't shit on Black women. So, apology not accepted. Absolutely not.
But the narrative.
Okay.
You know what's wild? I have been harassed the entirety of my online career. Even before I was somebody and I had no followers. I was literally nobody on the internet. I was harassed just because I'm a Black woman who dares to take up space. And I gotta be honest with you, it hurts the most when it comes from Black people. And that happened before I even got online, right? From members of my own family would make fun of me for the way that I talk or the music that I listen to or where I go to school or where I dress. I was just never Black enough. So then to get into adulthood and build a career where I talk about race and identity and advocating for marginalized people, and I'm harassed and attacked by bigots and white supremacists, to then have other Black people say that I'm not Black enough because my ex-husband was white
Y'all
is
trying to find
nuts.
something. Hold up.
And yeah, it's really hurtful. It really sucks. But one thing about me is I keep receipts. And you can look me up. I have a long documented history of centering Black people, especially Black women. And if this most recent situation has taught me anything, Black women don't play about me. They don't play about me because I don't play about them. Okay? I ride for Black women. I am always going to big up them and center them. And I will always call out rapists, abusers, and racists. And if that makes me a sellout, I'll be sellout number one.
Okay, so I was trying to find like Isaac Hayes shit.
You remember back in January when we thought that we were losing TikTok and a bunch of people were saying, you should join Fanbase because it's Black owned. And I said, being Black owned is not enough. No shade to Fanbase, no shade to Isaac Hayes III, the founder. It's just, I don't see a reason to join. And y'all tried to eat me up because I remember y'all.
So this is the post that her talking about how she did not like the app. They weren't fucking, y'all. I know that's where everybody likes to go to first. No, because she said she did not like the app, and I'm going to let her continue. This is what sent him on this tirade, I guess.
Said I was anti-Black. You said I don't support Black businesses and I'm a sellout and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well, one thing about my intuition is it's rarely wrong, because Isaac Hayes III hopped onto Blue Ivy's internet to proclaim that it's the kids that will decide if Drake's music is relevant or not. And in this post, he says, the world belongs to K. Sinnott, the one who said that Black Americans don't have any culture, that one. Academics, the one who was just caught grooming a 15-year-old boy on his live stream. And Aiden Ross, oh, right, isn't that the one that platformed Andrew Tate? Lots of white supremacists used racial slurs, said he watches his sister's OnlyFans, and was campaigning for Donald Trump. The world belongs to those three motherfuckers? Okay, cool. And then when someone said, hey, maybe you should focus on updating your app so that it can actually compete with Instagram and TikTok like you want it to, his response was to say, you can't spell and you have too much foundation on. Yeah, this is a 49-year-old man, and here is how he responds to criticism. This is the person who wants us to rush to his app and support it and spend $399 so that we can be investors in his app. Yeah, But my favorite moment by far was when a number of people said, hey, you know, Drake has actually said some like sketchy things about young girls. And Isaac said, if you think Drake has had relation with teen girls, then you need to get off the internet. Oh, really?
What about your relationship with Drake? Tell me about your friendship. How did this all come about? I love him. I met him in Australia, and he's honestly so fantastic and a great friend and a great role model. You know, we just texted each other the other day. He was like, I miss you so much. I was like, I miss you more. He's coming to Atlanta, so I'm definitely.
Okay, so y'all remember yesterday when I was telling y'all how most men actually dick ride one another and it's bros before hoes and they defend another man no matter what? Remember when I said that shit? This is an example of that. This is an example of that. Why are you defending Drake? You supposed to be pro-black, but you on the internet defending Drake? That's some weird shit right now. That in this time frame, that's some weird shit.
I'm gonna go and see him. I'm so excited. Yeah. What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say? About boys. He helps me. Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him. Advice for boys. You know, that stays in the text messages.
Now, mind you, Millie Bobby Brown was 14 years old in this clip, and Drake was 32. In what world is a 32-year-old man sending text to a teenager saying, I miss you, and giving her advice about boys? So once again, my intuition was correct. I said it before, and I will say it again. When it comes to supporting your business, your brand, or your app, being Black owned is not enough for me. You remember back in...
So yeah, that's what got this whole thing started, I'm guessing. I do not know you. I have never met you other than the one time I attempted to introduce you to Fanbase in 2022 after you expressed frustration about creators not shit. I'm guessing, you know, whatever. She shows the DM.
Isaac Hayes III is so angry that I won't join his multi-level marketing scheme that he like rage strokes out when he tries to spell my name. There's an H in there, bruh. It's really not that difficult. And then he went and dug up a 10-year-old photo from my wedding day with my ex-husband to prove that my ex-husband is a white guy. And look, I have not spoken to my ex-husband in 6 years, but I gotta say it's really fucked up to share his photo on the internet when he has nothing to do with you and I getting into it.
I know, right? Y'all know how crazy people are online.
And I'm annoyed that you're making me stand up for him. I really am. But like, that's really weird. Like, he's off living his fucking life in God knows who where. And you're like, this proves Francesca's not Black. One time she was married to, like, yeah, 6 years ago I was married. Do you not see, like, you're just dripping in misogyny? You can just rip my Blackness away because of someone I used to be married to. Meanwhile, you are liking thirst traps of non-Black women all over threads. Do what you got to do. But like, that does, are we in a competition to see who's Black enough? Like, that's fucking ridiculous. I don't care about your fucking app. What I care about is the fact that you used your platform to shit on Black women, to uplift abusers and groomers and racists.
Exactly. And you're mad. Okay, so pyramid scheme. Listen, I tell y'all all the time about niggas that squint and then raise their eyebrows at the same time. You can never trust these niggas. Like, why are you making that face? This does not look like a trustworthy face. Why are you making that face? Oh my God. All I know is this kind of like, I feel like we all kind of felt like something was off about him. We all kind of felt like something was off about son. And it wasn't until this happened that we was like, there it is. There it is. It makes sense now. It makes so much sense now. Listen, all I know is I tell y'all all the time, it's a case by case basis situation with me. And as much as I am always going to want to and try to support Black people, you know, because I'm Black, so I'm going to support my people, especially the ones around me. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if you don't do good business, I don't care if you Black. I'm not fucking with you. Like, I don't care. I don't care. I'm not uplifting you because you Black even if you fucked up. Like, I'm not doing that. That's weird. That's weird. Okay. And I don't know how he could claim to be pro-black and then be trying to guilt people into joining his app by using pro-blackness, but then you're uplifting weirdos. Like, it's definitely giving somebody should check his hard drive. It's definitely giving somebody should check Isaac K's hard drive. He used 3 very specific people that seem to like to engage with, you know, with a younger subset. Like, it just is weird to me that that's the people you pick. Whenever you pick out some predators as the people that you feel like are running the world, totally ignoring the fact that everybody knows that they are predators, it's definitely given you're also probably, yeah. Patriarchy is absolutely a cult. But like I'm telling y'all, in that, like, you got to pay attention. Men like that, like, you should pay attention to who they dating, who their girlfriend is, what's going on their hard drive. Like, why are you aligning yourself with these people right now? Like, DJ Academics got kicked off Twitch, and you said the world is in his hand. Oh, okay. Well, let's move on to less, you know, less heavy shit, y'all. Kash doll tells Asian doll get in the booth amid their ongoing feud. Asian claims she let Kash keep her life. In response, this bitch was gone DIY. Okay, listen. Every day I get online, this YN got my name. What does YN stand for here? Can y'all tell me? Is it young nigga? Like, y'all let me know. What does YN stand for here? Got my name in her mouth. I don't want to argue on Twitter. Let's get in the booth. We get it. We get it. I'm old, ugly, and whatever else, but you never got in the booth. I dropped Here I Go in 2019, no response. You're pregnant. Stop talking about me so much because baby girl gonna look like me. Ooh, child, that's why my niece look like me now. This will happen when this YN lets you keep your life, bitch. We let a 40-year-old bitch keep her life. My niggas was fitting to shoot your Sprinter up, and I let you live because you got kids and you had them on the road with you. You knew not to say shit yesterday while you was in Dallas. So today you talking shit because you so happy you ain't die, bitch. When you graduated high school, bitch, I was 9 years old. Shut the fuck up or link up right now because you still in Texas if you living like that. Find who bringing Kash doll down here this weekend so I can bump down. So Asian doll, when they come and arrest you, when they use what you said here as a way to put you behind bars and, you know, take your baby from you, what you gonna, like, what is life gonna teach you then? What is life gonna teach you then? I know she pregnant. She was just on vacation with Megan Thee Stallion. I'm like, Megan Thee Stallion, I know you and Asian doll been friends for a long time, but why? But why? Just but why? And like, you're repeatedly threatening this woman online. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I would have absolutely direct message all of that shit to Texas PD. Okay, bitch. I would have sent all of this paperwork down to the police department. Maybe I'd have had a homeboy slide it on over to the FBI. I don't know why you think you can threaten me like this over the internet, ma'am. This is illegalities. Y'all know I don't do this street shit. I don't do this street shit, y'all. I don't do this. I don't do this. To me, for women to be talking like this, it's giving you want to go to jail. That's what it's giving. It's giving you want to go to jail because Asian doll, you too old for this at this point. I don't know how old you are. I really don't care. I just know you've been on the internet like this for way too long at this point. And I feel like you should go to jail for this. Like, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? I was gonna unalive you. Somebody should call the cops. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Somebody needs to call the police on her. I should have just let my brother this hoe. Now I'm mad. Bitch, you was running around here with Molly Brazy, but was fucking all the Lil YNs that she was talking to. That's why y'all don't see her with Molly Brazy no more. She fucked her little ass boyfriend, Lil George, her manager's son. Hoes wait till what? Hoes wait till they in Dallas to say all this on my life, bitch. Would have been Swiss cheese if she said any of this. Or the day before. I literally let this old bitch live. And now she want to talk shit because she ain't died in my city. But that was me thinking like a pregnant woman. Bitch, lucky because the real me would have let my folks kill you. Okay, I'm going to tell y'all right now. Somebody needs to call 911. Someone please call 911. Tell them I just got shot down and the bullets in my heart. I'm too old for this, y'all. This is very like, to me, this type of shit is weirdo behavior. Why are you posting it? Why are you talking about it on the internet? Why are you this mad? Like, you're obviously taking names from people, bitch. YN, because I think she just changed her name to YN Asian. I was just like, girl, what? Ain't her baby daddy King Von, didn't he get like, wasn't they calling him like a psycho killer or some shit like that? What is really hood? Y'all, they've been going back and forth, and I was low-key trying to ignore it. Look, YN Asian dog, bitch said she was gonna slap me on stage. I said I was gonna kill her. Now I'm wrong. Me trying to figure out if Johnny had 5 apples. Child. I think the difference that y'all don't understand is that, like, threatening to unalive somebody over the internet is literally illegal. I don't think y'all understand that. You can't do that. You can't do that, girl. That's not smart. It's not smart, girl. Not smart. Not at all. Oh my God. Let me see if I can find the beginning of this story. Because they've been on the internet tussling and cursing each other out via concert. Well, Cash Doll been cursing her ass out via concert. She just been cursing her out on Twitter, I guess. And that was all of the cursing her out on Twitter. Y'all know I say 50-11 stories, y'all. I'm sorry. It's so many stories. Been around the world at night. I can't find my baby. Yeah, I don't even feel like going through all this. What I know is that they started arguing because Cash Doll did Shannon Sharp. When Cash Doll did Shannon Sharp, she talked about how she felt like after she came out, everybody and their fucking mama wanted to be a doll after that. Okay? Cuban doll, Asian doll, everybody's goddamn doll. Okay? And so Asian doll, I guess, got mad and started to threaten Cash Doll because Cash Doll said that, you know, y'all all stole the name doll from me. And listen, this is just stupid. This is a stupid thing. one of my subbies right here said, call the cops. Ain't nobody got time for that. She doing too much. Absolutely. Every day I get online, this YN got my name in her mouth. I don't want to argue on Twitter. Let's get in the booth, right? I read that one. And then Asian threatening her for dear God. Asian the brat. So now you're stealing somebody else's name. Bitch, how many people names you gonna steal? How many people names are you gonna steal? You're not even Asian. Who are you? Who is Asian doll, y'all? What is the girl's real name? Girl, you don't even have your own identity, child. She don't even have her own. Really? Masharon Jermisha Allen. Your mama wrong for that. Lakeithia Lewis, ma'am. Why would you name that lady Miss Sharon? Miss Sharon. That's what her name looked like. Miss Sharon. Y'all, Asian doll's real name is Miss Sharon Jermisha Allen. So Miss Sharon, girl. I know you only 28, but I think that you seem very, very immature for your age, because threatening to unalive people over the internet can get you arrested, and you have a baby in your body. So you could possibly go to jail and then have to have your baby in a prison. And then they're going to have to give your baby to Miss Lakeithia. Okay. I don't know if, I'm hoping that Miss Lakeithia is still alive. I don't know. Okay. I'm assuming. Okay. I'm only assuming, girl, because I don't know. But either way, it just, girl, let me see. In 2018, Allen was arrested in New York after getting into a fight. She was released. Then on September 4th, 2020, she was arrested in Georgia on drugs charges, released on bond 4 days later. In October 2022, Allen was once again arrested in Douglas County, Georgia, due to failing to appear for the charges stemming from her September 2020 arrest, as well as driving 20 miles per hour over the posted speed limit and not having a valid Texas driver's license. Okay, that was all in 2020. So it seemed like she's been trying to, keep herself out of trouble since then. Okay. Girl, on your Wikipedia, it says, see also Kash Doll. Bitch, I'm dead. I'm dead, y'all. I am fucking dead. Hold up. Let's slide. Let's slide to the left. Okay, see, look, on Kash Doll shit, it don't say see Asian doll on the Wikipedia, y'all. Look at this shit. Okay. This is Kash Doll's Wikipedia, right? So after all her songs and awards, like she has awards. Then you go to see also, it says women in hip hop. Let's go back. This is Asian doll. Asian doll got buku songs. Okay, she got a whole legal issues tab. Then she got her music. Okay, she was rapping. Okay, apparently she didn't get it off her chest because she's still on the internet with it. But under is all of the people that you should see also. Consider like your Wikipedia page ain't even just about you. Like, that's sad, girl. I think you need to go find out who you are. You really need to go find out who you are, girl. Okay. And just be, what I mean? I'm just saying, girl, because that's not safe. That's not safe for you to be out here thinking that's cute, for you to be threatening people and possibly ending up in jail. And you got all of these charges on you already. Like, to me, it seemed like that might be where you need to be honest. Like, those of y'all that do this repeated thing and then y'all have the nerve to feel like y'all, King Tut or some fucking body and you can't be touched and all of that. That's weird shit to me. Like, that's real weird. You could tell it's a, I'm an untouchable type of energy she got going on. And I feel like, girl, any and everybody can be touched. Don't have that mentality while you out here threatening people's lives. See, this is why I feel like, I was always still here for the police department, but I do need y'all to be reformed. I need y'all to stop being so racist. But see, some people, I do feel like the federale hood needs to be called. Because what is going on? What is going on? It's not cool. I haven't seen an argument over a screen name since high school AOL days. Call the cops. Okay, Browski, I thank you for the super chat, boo. Y'all. I didn't want to talk about this because I thought it was stupid. That was the reason why we didn't talk about it when it originally happened, because I thought it was dumb. And yeah, Dream Doll was named something completely else when she was on Bad Girls Club, and Kash Doll was already out, I believe. So no, I definitely think everybody kind of followed behind her. But I also feel like the name Doll, like a bunch of people are probably going to do that. Just the same way everybody's name was Baby, Lil Baby, Dub Baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, or back in the day, everybody's name had an ice in it. Ice T, Ice Cube. Like, this is dumb. It's so dumb. But when you take it to threatening people's lives over this shit, that, like saying I'm gonna slap you, yeah, you talking shit. You are. But saying you're gonna unalive somebody over the internet several times and then telling us how you was gonna do it, that you was gonna get your brother to do it, it's just kind of like, well, you're just now incriminating everybody. Nobody gives a fuck. Jail's a fun place. Lock them up. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Speaking of locking them up, y'all, in white people's news, let's take a nosedive over. Where is it at? Where Nicolas Cage, you fucking weirdo, Okay, actor Nicolas Cage and his son Weston Coppola Cage are facing a lawsuit from Cage's ex, Christina Fulton, who claims the movie star enabled their son's violent tendencies, which she says led to a life-threatening attack on her life. I'm gonna tell y'all already, I believe her. Already, I'm telling you right now, I believe her. A lot of times, I don't know if y'all be paying attention, but one of the issues that people have in two-parent households is if you have a son and he like his daddy and his daddy kind of sees him as the protege, they will gang up on you as a mother and abuse you, girl. It happens. I have seen it. According to the lawsuit, the 57-year-old alleges that Weston brutally assaulted her last April in his condo's building elevator lobby and parking lot, causing severe and life-threatening injuries. Weston was arrested and charged with assault with a deadly weapon, but later bailed out. He has since pleaded not guilty. In her filing, Christina accuses Cage of failing to intervene and even fueling Weston's violent behavior despite knowing about his severe mental health issues, she writes. Child, you could tell something ain't right about Nicolas Cage by his hair. Like, look at this. This is the inside showing through the hair. Weston has a long history of mental and psychological disorders and a history of committing violent assault and battery. Nicholas has been aware of Weston's history and nevertheless failed to take action to prevent Weston from committing acts of violence and harming others. She also claims Cage drank with Weston, and repeatedly bailed him out of jail while knowing about his substance abuse issues. She adds Nicholas knew or should have known that Weston posed a serious and imminent danger to others, including plaintiff, based on his documented history of violent acts, substance abuse, and mental instability. Christina is suing Weston for assault, battery, negligence, and emotional distress, with Cage also named in the lawsuit. However, Cage's legal team has fired back, calling the lawsuit absurd and frivolous. Their statement reads, "It did not seem frivolous to me. Weston Coppola is a 34-year-old man. Mr. Cage does not control Weston's behavior in any manner and is not responsible for Weston's alleged assault of his mother. If you repeatedly bailed him out of jail, I believe you are. If you know that your son is a threat to his mother and you bail him out of jail and then go drinking with the nigga, yeah, you don't like that lady neither, and so you don't care about what your son do to her. You don't care. All you care about is getting your son out of jail. You absolutely sound like an enabler. Yeah. Yes. Absolutely. And see, and this is what I need y'all to stop with. The white people got messed too. The only difference is white people don't air each other out, unlike us black people do. Isaiah, that's a lie, sweetheart. We are literally reading a blog. This lady filed a law. This is a white lady filing a lawsuit against Nicolas Cage. This story probably came from another source before Kay Johnson got it over here at the Jasmine brand. But I am more than sure, because the tabloids have always been a thing. White people spray each other all the time. Where do y'all get this shit from? That black people are the only ones that air each other out. I hate when y'all do that. That is not true. That is not true. There are more documentaries about the airing out of crazy white people than any other race of people on television right now. I have seen more documentaries of people airing out some white person than I have ever seen about black people. Why do y'all continue to say shit like that to make us seem like something is wrong with us for doing what everybody does? Stop that shit. Stop that, man. Look at this lady face, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. And you know what I was going to say, right? They ain't got to be white. I've seen this happen with black people. I've also seen it happen with white people, though. Where the sons are not angry at the fathers for abusing the mothers. They actually kind of start developing the same type of animosity towards the mother. True crime, anybody? Like, I hate when y'all do. Yeah, I know y'all saw that lady face. I ain't want to keep it up there that long. Trigger warning. Shit, I didn't even know it was gonna look like that. I forgot. But yeah, nah, it is definitely given. Nicolas Cage is probably an alcoholic and unhinged, definitely probably a narcissist. He's an actor. He's a rich actor. You can do whatever you want to do. You can have whatever you want to have. You raise your children to be little assholes. They grow up to be big assholes. And now you have to clean up their messes because you've been paying them, for affection their whole lives. We've seen it all over the place. God damn it. Have anybody ever seen Downton Abbey? It happens all over the place, y'all. This is crazy. Nepo baby too. I was definitely gonna come to y'all with that story though. Okay, let's move on, y'all. Let's talk about Jeezy. Where's Jeezy? Where's young Jeezy at? Young Jeezy. Jeezy is suing his former managers after losing trust in them, claiming they profited from his hard work. Aren't they supposed to? The rapper filed legal documents accusing Solomon Forney, his longtime manager and business partner Eddie Bridgman, of enriching themselves off of Jeezy's earnings. Okay, the two had worked together for over a decade, establishing Agency 99 to handle Jeezy's finances and Bridgman's company, the Side Group, responsible for the financial side. However, Jeezy later discovered Bridgman wasn't a licensed CPA. Wow. By late 2024, Jeezy grew frustrated and attempted to sever ties, but says Forney and Bridgman blocked his access to essential financial records. Unable to comply with Georgia law without the necessary documents to either dissolve or reinstate Agency 99, Jeezy is now taking legal action demanding the release of all financial records and seeking damages. I don't know if he will win because I would need to know more about how this even occurred. How would you hired people who did not have the proper licensing? That's wild. That's wild. I mean, I won't really shade him too heavy for that, but I do think that says a lot about how like hood niggas don't really know what be going on a lot of the time. Okay, they really don't be knowing what be going on a lot of the time. You just kind of trust people and trust that they know what they doing sometimes when it's something you don't have an expertise in. Child, too busy over there arguing with Jeannie Mai to notice that you was putting your money in hands of somebody you could not trust. Hold up, y'all. I'm sliding because I thought there was another Jeezy story. One of his assistants or something like that. But he definitely might win that, considering the fact that the CPA wasn't licensed. But, I would have to see more of what's going on with that. But it's definitely going to show that you out here fucking up the money. He's fucking up the money. He's fucking up the money. Ugh, I probably passed it up. I also feel like I'm really annoyed with how the captions are moving all over the page. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is really hood here with the captions, y'all? Okay, I thought I had it in here, but I guess I don't. Girl. Yeah. Okay. I think that's the only one I have with Jeezy then. Okay. I could have sworn I had saw something else about him and his assistant. Let me see. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really like young Jeezy. He seemed like an asshole to me. He do. He's suing his managers though. You can't trust people with your money. Ugh. Okay. I did want to talk about this though. Marcus Jordan's drug charge revised, not cocaine, ketamine. This nigga's on ketamine. Yo, we talked about his arrest. We watched the arrest video and all of that. And I remember thinking to myself, damn, he seemed calmer than I would imagine somebody who is, doped up on cocaine would be. Here it go. It seemed as if, you know what I'm saying? But ketamine, that might explain why he was a little bit more like chill. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what the effects of ketamine may be. I just know that a lot of times it's used in conjunction with something else. But I thought it was a downer. Either way, child. There's another story. Rapper Goldmouth Famgoon says he recently got into physical altercation with Jeezy, alleging that the hip hop star ran off with a $50,000 business investment. So everybody's stealing from everybody. Goldmouth took to Instagram after the alleged incident, sharing multiple posts in one. He wrote, "When I got out of prison, I gave Jeezy $50K for a business deal. He ran off with the money and never gave it back. So here we are." In a separate video, Goldmouth responded to critics who called him out for boasting about the altercation. He defended his actions, saying the situation was personal and street shit. As of now, Jeezy has not publicly addressed the allegations. So you got into a tussle? Just a little cut. He said, "I just kicked Jeezy ass." So Jeezy, you getting your ass kicked out here? When I got out of prison, okay, that's what he said. "Show me a solid rap nigga and I'll give you 100K. Oh, Lord. I guess he's saying that he's a pretender. Okay, I did 17 years, came out and ain't asked no favors. I paid my homie and he played. So I wanted my money back or shoot me my one. Simple. Y'all argue with yourself." Okay, so this to me sounds like Jeezy is not to be trusted and a man is saying it. So I need for y'all to understand something. Usually when a man cannot be trusted by his wife or his baby mama, he can also not be trusted by his homeboys. That's how that goes. That's how that goes. And yeah, it does sound about right. Okay, so y'all, y'all pray for y'all man out there, because I know a lot of y'all love y'all some young Jeezy. I never, I understand because of the music. Like I get it. But outside of that, I don't. Okay, so let's move on. Tony Busby. Attorney Tony Busby, who has represented clients in assault cases against Jay-Z and Diddy, was recently denied the ability to practice law in the Southern District of New York. Jay-Z is beating that ass. According to Legal Affairs journalist Megan Kuniff, the Committee of Grievances for the district responsible for investigating attorney misconduct ruled that Busby failed to request permission to practice in the district before pursuing cases there. He only submitted an application for admission on January 29, 2025. And y'all know that lawsuit goes back to last year, which they denied after already taking on legal matters in the jurisdiction. Reports highlight that his misstep was brought to light in Busby's case against Jay-Z and Diddy, where he represented a woman who alleged they assaulted a 13-year-old girl. The lawsuit has since been dismissed, and Jay-Z has filed a countersuit against Busby, accusing him of negligence. Reports suggest that this legal battle may have prompted Busby to apply for admission in the district earlier this year. Moving forward, Busby will reportedly have to include the denial letter whenever requesting permission to litigate in the district, with restrictions now limiting his ability to practice in New York, and amongst other places. So that means he can't pursue any cases against Diddy, because Diddy will probably be tried in New York. Oh my God. This is what you get when you don't play right. This is what you get. His lawsuit against Jay-Z is dismissed and not coming back. And now Tony Busby is trying to ensure he can keep litigating his other lawsuits against Diddy, because his admission application in the Southern District of New York was denied. As the order says, Busby can seek pro hac vice admission, and that's what he's doing now in the Diddy lawsuits, or trying to at least. The judge in this particular lawsuit, McCrary versus Combs, ordered Busby to apply for pro hac vice admission. I guess that must be some, limited access to trying a case, I guess. She figured out what was going on. The court has been informed that Busby is not admitted to practice in the Southern District of New York. Whew. Well, that means he can't do anything that happened in New York. Now, if somebody got a story for something that happened in Texas, then, we can do something about that. Did y'all vote for me? Y'all saw I put it in the comments, right? Y'all saw I put it in the comments. Did y'all go vote for me? Are y'all following BondyBlue Bites? We're going to take a break. And while we take a break, I need y'all to go and vote for me for Boss Babe YouTuber. Okay, it's 2 different awards, so I need y'all to go vote for me for both. Okay, and then also I need for y'all to follow my other page, BondyBlue Bites. When we come back, we're going to get into the rest of the stories, y'all, because I got a few more.
Anywhere you go, give it on. Anywhere you said, anywhere.
Thank y'all so very, very much. I appreciate y'all. So let's get back into it. So Karen Huger is pleading for a lighter sentence ahead of her court date tomorrow, arguing that grief from losing her parents and the pressure of being a leader on Real Housewives of Potomac led to increased antidepressant use, something she believes played a role in her DUI. Her lawyers also claim she suffered withdrawal symptoms, waking up drenched in sweat just days after stopping her medication. Do you think the judge will go easy on her? No. I heard that the judge wants her to have some jail time. I thought I had said, oh, is this it right here? Karen Huger's requested leniency from a Maryland judge during her sentencing, explaining that that the deaths of her parents and the stress of being a responsible leader, blah, 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 which may have contributed to her DUI arrest. Hold up. Okay. In court documents, her lawyer described how the combination of alcohol, blah, 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 blah. Prosecutors urged a 2-year sentence with 6 months served and mandatory alcohol treatment program. So then they would make her go to jail to dry out. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, like, I don't want to say I feel like Karen needs to go to jail, because I don't feel like Karen needs to go to jail exactly. But I also feel like I don't think Karen is learning her lesson. I don't think Karen is I don't think she's learning. Like, as y'all are saying, she has 4 DUIs. So at this point, like, you are obviously not in control of yourself and you're not handling this appropriately. House arrest, I'll you know what I'm saying, take that fucking house arrest. I feel like, yeah. But I also feel like shit, she might have to go do a year somewhere, a little nice prison somewhere, girl. Send her to a little nice prison somewhere. Because how many times are you going to do this? You have enough money. Get a fucking driver like you used to have. Like, nah, she played too much. And then the fact that you consistently try to blame the shit on your parents dying. I keep telling y'all, please stop acting as if the world is not set up for your parents to die ahead of you. I need for y'all to wrap y'all mind around the fact that that is going to happen one day, and you need to mentally and emotionally prepare yourself for it, because you cannot use it as an excuse for DUIs. You cannot use it as an excuse for bad behavior because your parents passed. You're in your fucking 60s. You're in your 60s. What did you think was going to happen eventually? Like, come the fuck on. Ain't like she 20 or 19 like I was when my daddy died, bitch. You like 60 years old up here talking about my parents died. Bitch, that's what they were supposed to do. Hello. That's called, that's life, bitch. It's the circle of life. And it moves us all. You remember? The Lion King, bitch. Till we find ourselves. It's the circle of life. Girl, come on. She might need to go to jail, y'all. She might need to go to jail. Here. So Will Smith. So I'm not gonna play this music, but Will Smith is performing with Spanish singer India Martinez. Okay. What's going on here? What's going on here, Will? Oh. Okay. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. It's giving. He might have fucked this lady. And I'm fine with that. I just want y'all to stop being so mean to Jada. That's all. I'm only bringing this up because I want y'all to stop being so mean to Jada. Because y'all do this. Like, ever so often, y'all get online. Oh. But yet we ignored the years of Will Smith being out here, acting like he was cheating on that lady. Child, there you go. Why I ain't see it? Shame. Anyway, I'm just saying, y'all. I'm just pointing it out. Thank you, love. I'm just pointing it out, y'all. That's all. That's all. That's it. Let's move. Megan Thee Stallion's legal battle is taking another turn as her lawyers move to question Tory Lanez under oath in prison as part of their defamation and cyber-stalking lawsuit against blogger Milagro Cooper. Megan's team alleges that Cooper has been working with Lanez to spread false information and harass the rapper online, a claim Cooper vehemently denies. Court documents revealed that attorneys for both Cooper and Lanez do not oppose the request for his testimony, potentially setting the stage for Lanez to be deposed while serving his 10-year sentence for shooting Megan in 2020. The lawsuit filed in January 2024 claims that Cooper intentionally spread false narratives about Megan to discredit her. New today. And this is what she probably said. Okay. Yeah. Get her done. Megan, leave that man alone. Quit dragging it now. Shit, he already in jail. I know that's how a lot of y'all feel, and I really want y'all to shut all the way the fuck up, because that nigga has been harassing her, and he's been using weird ass bitches like Milagro to harass her, and y'all just want her to lie over and take it, talking about what the fuck is wrong with Megan. What do you mean what's wrong with Megan? Are y'all not reading any of this? This is why I can never read the comments, because there's a whole bunch of birds, a whole bunch of doodle brain ass fucking birds. Read the story, my nigga. Read the story. And no, she was not reporting on this case like everybody else. Milagro was not reporting on the case like everybody else. No, she was not. I distinctly remember following Megan Kuniff because Milagro and the rest of them weird motherfuckers was not telling the truth as it was pertaining to that case. DJ Academics was putting shit out that wasn't true that he had gotten from Tory Lanez, talking about that, oh, he was about to get off. He was wrong. That nigga was just online the other day calling Megan Kuniff goofy. Tory Lanez was just online talking about how goofy Megan Kuniff is for taking that bet with 50 Cent. That might have been goofy. I may not disagree, but I don't feel like that nigga should be able to say anything to anybody from inside of prison. I'm sorry. You should not be able to harass people on social media from inside prison. Are we okay? We're not okay. Milagro was not reporting on that story accurately. It was very much giving pick me. It was very much giving you wanna fuck Daystar Peterson, which is wild. Wild. Or is it just because y'all hate Megan so much? I don't know what the hate of Megan is about. I don't know. But I know that y'all were going above and beyond for this nigga, who very clear grew up looking like he did on the left and being lame and having absolutely no swag over there in Canada, to coming his little ass over here, growing his head larger and closing the space between his teeth, putting out some tracks that he took from Brownstone, and y'all lost y'all fucking mind. Look at, this is not to, listen to me, people. This is not to hurt anybody's feelings. But my husband was online and he sent me a video on Instagram of Tory Lanez making a track back in the day. And he said, I see why now. I see why now. Why he act like such a bitch ass nigga? It was because he was lame when he was young. So this should then deduce, if you was lame when you was young, any bitch you come into contact with in your adulthood, in your rapper rich nigga money phase, is gonna have to pay for all of the women in the past that was looking at you when you look like this and they didn't like what they were seeing. Okay. Oh no, that's Mo. Thank you for the super chat. They should be dragging ASAP Rello like they drag Meg. I'm just saying they always move the goalposts for these men. Right. Right. Why y'all don't have the same energy for him? Y'all never have the same energy for the men. Bitch ass shit. Anyway, y'all know how I feel, okay? I don't have to agree with all of Megan's decisions and all that. I really don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, it's weird to me how people responded to her being shot. They continue to act as if she did something, wrong. Fuck out of here. He shot her. He's in jail. He should be. He's a criminal. He had a past. It was his gun. He wasn't supposed to have it. He was assaulting other people while he was waiting for the trial to start for shooting Megan. So, yeah. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it out. I don't want to hear it. Let's move on, y'all. Where do I want to go now? I want to go to Neo. Take me there. I want to go there. Take me there. You know it. Okay. Neo's baby mom, Sade, goes off on him for telling his children about his polyamorous lifestyle. Keep that shit away from my kids.
Questions about that? About your relationship?
Of course they do. And I answer them. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Honesty. Again, I'm not lying to nobody, not even my children.
This is disgusting parenting. Is it, bitch? I disagree. I'm sorry to everyone that this narrative is being forced down y'all throats. What do you mean this narrative? What do you mean? It seems as if he's in a polyamorous relationship. What is the fucking problem, y'all? I don't get it. Y'all be with these niggas and they be cheating and you fight and you argue and you be mad. He says, I'm going to actively and honestly have multiple relationships going on at the same time. Everybody's going to know about each other. His kids are going to have to know about that. Are you okay? Why would you decide to have a baby with Neo and then get mad about who he is? He was a whore from the very beginning. You probably got pregnant for him while he was married to the last chick. What you talking about?
Hey, this is daddy's girlfriend, and so is that, and so is that, and so is that.
You got no problem.
And she gonna make you some cereal, and she gonna cook lunch, and she gonna wash your clothes.
Come
and
on,
it's all
man.
good. And
Come on,
it's family, it's community.
Or you
That's
need
what
your
it's
own
about.
book in the Bible, right between Corinthians and Ezekiel.
Your kids have.
And I'm going to tell you like this. I will go down to the motherfucking courthouse and get it put in some type of paperwork that he can't have my kids around any and everybody that he fucking, because that's a problem for me. That's a problem for me. Just because I don't know them women and you just bringing them in, how I know they not going to mistreat my child? Sitting up there talking about they cooking for my child. I don't like all of that. They should know what's going on, though. And what make you think the kids don't know what's going? That's another thing. Girl, what the fuck make you feel like your kids don't know that this man out here having sex with everybody? And I didn't tell your corny ass not have that shit going on in front of my kids to do that cornball shit on your own time. That shit sick as fuck. What's sick about it? I mean, is he abusing the women? That's the only thing I can see that's sick about it. What's sick about it? Why is it any different from when he was married and you was fucking him? Why is it any different? Talking about it's sick. I'm gonna need for y'all to stop with the bullshit. Oh no, please don't misunderstand me, y'all. I think any woman that's with Neo is a fool. Please don't misunderstand me. But all of these women were with him and had babies with him, and now they're mad because he's being honest about what's going on with him. Like, most of these niggas cannot be like faithful. So what's going on? Like, what y'all want to happen? Y'all want him to have discipline, right? Y'all want him just to not. Girl, please stop. Please stop. Please stop trying to control people. Let that man go and give his penis to whoever he wants to give his penis to, girl. He's going to do it anyway. He was going to do it whether he was lying about it or telling the truth about it. Why are you mad? Talking about that shit sick as fuck. You hella fucking weird for that, Neo. For having multiple girlfriends and everybody knowing about each other? Oh, okay. But I'm glad you think I'm playing with you after I done already warned you I'm not playing about my kids. And poly relationships aren't 5+ girlfriends. That's party with you every night so you can pick up more girls to hook up with. That is what you call an open relationship. Girl, what difference does it make? whether it's poly or open relationship. The problem sounds that he thinks he can just bring any woman around his children. That's what my issue would be. And I would be going down to the courthouse to prove that that's not a safe environment for my kid to be in, that he's always introducing new people that I've never met to my child and then having them care for my child. Girl, I will go straight down to the courthouse about that shit. But a poly relationship versus an open relationship, girl, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? You want to be a boyfriend pimp trick. You like the GFE. Stop disrespecting poly. There is nothing exclusive about what you got going on, weirdo. Keep that shit away from my kids. Okay, so now I see what her issue is. Girl, it took me a long time. So her issue is that it's not just a set group of women. He keeps bringing in new random women. Okay, got it. And then I can understand what she come from, but go down to the courthouse, girl. Go to the courthouse and get something put in the paperwork. But I have a hard time really like looking at y'all with any sympathy because I feel like Neo has always been this person and people continue to go and have babies with him. Like y'all, it sounds like she's poly. Sade post messages alluding to a grown woman digging their fingernails in her child's arm. What? See, that's we gonna have to fight. We're gonna have to fight. Hard to believe a grown woman is digging her nails in the arm of a child, especially considering it's like a picture that as of late, the boys, for whatever reason, think it's cute to play victim and make up stories. I've actually seen this with my own eyes, but I'll absolutely talk to her. Oh, so this is what he said. And now you're saying that the boys have been lying and you've witnessed the boys lying. Okay. And I'll just be patiently waiting like this for motherfucker to sneeze wrong before I dust out my receipt book of everything under the sun. Foot on neck now. Belt to ass. Okay, girl, do what you gotta do. You need your fucking ass beat. Anyway, just have to make that clear. That shit weird and we don't condone clown parenting. Moving on. How y'all doing? Don't mind me. I need for you to be clear about what your issue is. Yeah, I wouldn't want my kid around this nigga neither. But I also wouldn't have had a kid with him. I wouldn't have had a kid with him. I would not. Y'all, I'm sure they're all getting tested. When you people who are usually practicing poly, like they usually are a little bit more and I'm talking about for real, not people that play like they are, but people that really are like that are, normally having different partners. They usually be more on top of their shit than people like to give them credit for. At least in my experience, in certain communities, they're very, very like, on that. It's not really a thing. But for him, yeah, because he likes to have sex with prostitutes. He likes to have reckless sex. I think he's done so much that now he likes to do, he has to keep topping it. He has to keep topping it, keep topping it, keep topping it. So I absolutely believe he's fucking men. I do. Keep him away from the animals because Neo acts like somebody that is a deviant with an empty hole, right? And when I say that, I mean like it doesn't matter what they do, it never satiates. They're never satisfied. They always are trying to find something even more nasty, more depraved. And I feel like on a human level, we all understand this. You know that from teenage years to adult years, you have to kind of change what you're into sexually when you're trying to turn yourself on. Like, whatever it is, it changes over time. In natural people, not natural child, regular people's lives, you don't have that much of a hop, skip, and jump because you're not doing all of this different shit. Men like Neo, your Hugh Hefners of the world, your Diddy's of the world, all of those men that have access to all of those different women and the drugs and everything, they can do any and everything they've ever wanted to do. They get bored with that eventually because that's all they do. And then they have to find new ways to entertain themselves within that. And so that's when you bring in way more women. You bring in different types of women. You're having unprotected sex because there's a thrill to that. Like, yeah, that's why he got all of them prostitutes pregnant at the same time. He thrill seeks through sex. It's not safe. It's not safe. It's probably not healthy. And if we were being real about this conversation, I would probably feel like Neo is abusive in some manner. That's what I would think. To anybody he's fucking with, not just the ex-wives, but to anybody he's fucking with. Probably not physical, but mental and emotional, how he talks to you, the way he talks down to you, financially taking things away, love bombing, then treating you like shit, talking to you like you don't matter. I can absolutely see all of that. And I do feel like there might be a suppression of gayness in him, but not really. Not really. I don't really think he's suppressing anything. I think he is just going full throttle into the things that he finds pleasure in. And I think it's getting to a point where he has to keep topping it. That's why you keep adding in different people. That's why you keep adding in more people. Like something's wrong with Neo. Something's wrong with Neo. Okay. But I also feel like the women that enter into these relationships with him, now you want to pop out and oh, he's not a good bitch. He wasn't good to Manetta. Then he wasn't good to Crystal. So I'm very confused on how y'all thought he was going to be good to y'all. That's always very confusing to me. Either way, if I was her, collect everything you need and try to find a way to keep that nigga from away from your kids. Because if the way he just explained allowing women to care for his child, you don't know those women and you don't know how they might treat your child. So no. I honestly will be trying to get his custody revoked and he would just have to pay more child support. Like, you only supervise visits, nigga. I don't trust you. None of them hoes you with. You know what I'm saying? I am here for him being honest though and not lying to the women about being with them, because I feel like it's far too often y'all give motherfuckers brownie points for lying. Like, y'all know these niggas be out here cheating and you only, show respect to people that lie about it. That's weird to me. That's weird. But Sade, girl, you was one of the other women. So I don't know why you out here playing with us like this, girl. Like, get your life together, get your paperwork together, and go file down to the courthouse. Why does he? Well, because he's walking around with the women. He has to explain it because he's walking around with them. Like, they're his girlfriends. Neo's walking down the street with 2, 3, 4 bitches with him. People are asking, who are these women? These are my girlfriends. Like, it is what it is. If we were in another country, this wouldn't even be that big of a deal. To me, I don't even care about him having multiple partners. To me, it's about protecting your children, because you obviously don't know the women that you're having all of these interactions with. And I feel like he probably would have narcissistic mindset, meaning like he would not put his kids first. It doesn't give he would put the kids first. It's given he would put himself and whatever selfish feelings and needs that he has, he will put those before the children. That's what it gives to me. But yeah, very much giving Hugh Hefner. Absolutely. But yeah. Okay, let's move on. So y'all, the last thing I wanted to get into was Kiki Wyatt. Okay. So first of all, let's start here, because I never really covered this. Y'all know we talked about the reality show when Kiki Wyatt had that little short reality show with this new man. This is what the 4th or 5th husband that we've seen her with, and every time she gets a new man, she brings him in like, oh, he's the one before wasn't it, but this one is it. And it's like, no, bitch, how about you just have relationships and enjoy the company of men and stop collecting them like stones or some shit. Like, you collect these husbands, you marry them, y'all have toxic, abusive relationships, and then y'all break up. You get to collect the children, and then, we move on to the next thing, and now they're dead beats and all of that. Like, yeah, because they don't want to deal with you. They don't want to deal with you. To me, I feel like it's because y'all get so wrapped up in having these families that you don't realize how toxic you are about always trying to force a marriage where something should just be a cute little relationship. Everybody doesn't need to be around your kid. Every man that you fuck is not a potential father for your children. Instead, you need to be making it easier for the men that already brought those children into this world to take care of them, instead of trying to find another fucking man to make the daddy because you don't want to have to deal with Michael or the nigga before or whatever. Okay? And it's not to say that she doesn't get with abusive men, because I think her past relationships have been abusive, but I also think that Kiki is abusive. Okay? So this is from 33 weeks ago, July 2024, just so we're clear. Okay? Kiki Wyatt is divorcing Zachariah Daring. And this is somebody who I believe she was like, oh, I've known him for years. I knew him growing up, girl. They always go find some nigga they knew growing up and talk to us, you know, hello Sierra, and act like, oh, they the best thing since sliced bread because they knew you when you wasn't famous. Girl, whatever. Anyway, recently, many people have been asking questions about Kiki Wyatt's marital status after she was seen spending time with a new man. As previously reported during an Instagram live, Kiki hinted that her marriage to Zachariah Daring was over. Now things are official when it comes to their divorce. Kiki spoke to the Shade Room and shared the judge has signed off on the paperwork. She is now officially divorced. She said, I'm divorced and so happy to be free from that bondage and abuse. Same story, every nigga. Questions about her marriage started to arise after she was spotted out with the mystery man, who she later shared was Anthony Whitehead. Kiki previously let her followers know that she is chilling and having fun at the moment. Over the course of their marriage, Kiki and Zachariah welcomed 2 children. She wasn't even with that nigga that long, and they had 2 kids. And so then we saw this from a week ago. Kiki Wyatt, accused of sleeping with her married second cousin, allegedly stole him from his wife and started a church together. Okay, Tasha reported this, right? I don't know if that's true. Okay. And then this.
Have when you came into the marriage.
I don't even know. It's so many. No, I'm just playing. I'm just kidding with you. But please don't make me go there. I got information that.
How many kids did she have?
She was 3 months pregnant when I got down. She had to go get an abortion. How's that? What kind of tea is that?
That's wine.
Why do you want to share that with us, puss ass nigga?
Wow.
What kind of pussy she got?
No,
like
she is a lunatic. So in 2019, she's a liar. In 2019, I had to restrain her like a wild animal. And how did that happen? She been mushing me in the eye. Well, some people say I'm a simp. No, I'm not a simp. Those younger children, they would cry every time I left.
When life gives you lemons.
Okay. So y'all know Tasha did a full interview with this man. And listen, what I'm going to say is that this is some bitch made shit as a man for you to get up here and want to trash talk her now. And the reason why I say that is because Kiki has always been this person. So you entered into that marriage and into that household knowing exactly who she was, walking around in your fucking wife beater all day. Because that's the only thing that nigga wore was beaters. Every time you turn around, niggas in a beater. Okay? But either way, I feel like we all know that something is wrong with Kiki Wyatt. Like, we all know that. Kiki Wyatt has a hard time controlling her anger issues. Kiki Wyatt is repeatedly in and out of relationships. I believe Kiki Wyatt has children to invoke sympathy from people. I think that she is emotionally codependent on her children. I think that it's a lot of unhealthy, toxic shit going on with Kiki, from her mom being racist and how her mom talks to the children and being homophobic, you know, because just because you have babies with a black man and you got a biracial daughter does not mean that you're not prejudiced and you don't say racist shit to your black grandkids. So yeah, every man she get is a house husband. Every man she get is a house husband. And then she proceeds to, like, you know, abuse those men. And I think those men are abusive towards her as well. But I feel like when Kiki wants to get up there, you know, oh, it was abuse. Bitch, you were abusive too. You were abusive too. I've seen her for myself. I've been around Kiki just one time, y'all. Just one time. And that was enough. Kiki is very much always looking to be mad, always looking to be bothered. She's emotionally manipulative. You want to call somebody a female narcissist? Yeah. Kiki Wyatt gives female narcissists. Somebody's always doing something to her all the time. Like, and she's an incredible talent. But I remember back in the day when she would be comparing herself to Beyonce and she would be like, I'm a better singer than that bitch. I got a big ass. I'm light skinned. Why I'm not doing as good as her? Because of your attitude. Because of your attitude. Because you're crazy. That's why. Because you need to go talk to somebody. Because you need to learn how to self-regulate. And you feel like just because you feel the way, you can pop off and say whatever the fuck you want to say and handle people however you want to handle them. And yeah, That's how we get here. That's how we get here. Man after man after man after man. Starting a church. Why would you be starting a church? And this is what I be talking about. These are people that I feel like have deep mental issues. They really need to go talk to somebody. Like they have some deep, dark mental shit going on with them. Why would you go start a church? Why would you go start a church? You have mental illness, and now you and your cousin then went and started a goddamn church. And please don't misconstrue. The other nigga, something wrong with him too. Like every nigga that you girls, something is wrong with them because they wanted to be with you. Period. Something is wrong with them, and something is wrong with you. Okay. Because Tamar can sing and her voice is amazing, but her attitude is a no. Yeah. A lot of times it's not about your talent. It's about your willingness to get the job done without all of the bitching and moaning. And to some degree, you know, that's some bullshit because we know how that's used to oppress people. But with Keke, I feel like it's one of them times that something's wrong with her. Like, oh yeah, something definitely happened to Keke as a child. Somebody fucked Keke up as a child for sure. But yeah, it's weird energy, y'all. It's very weird energy with Keke. Let me see. And I would say pray for her, but I don't know what prayer is doing. I don't know what prayer is doing. Okay. Billy Ye, thank you for the super sticker, my love. Vito the Phantom, thank you for the super chat. Hey Bondi, finally catching you live. Love you so much. You have been an inspiration for me. I like the way you think and make things make sense. Thank you. I appreciate that, love. Thank you. Sisters Keeper, thank you for the super sticker. Let me see. Crystal Mabone, thank you for being a member. Hey Bondi, I love you. Unpopular opinion, DDG is a good dad for sure. I don't like him at all. Thank you. I agree with your unpopular opinion. Serena, thank you for another super chat. I feel like we think so much alike. You feel comfortable. Can you please confirm if you mentioned your signs were Gemini, Libra, like me? Yep. Gemini, Libra. Can you confirm that you're not the one that I kicked out of my Discord? We just want to make sure. We were wondering. Lola Dane, thank you for the super chat. Tired of men like Isaac using and abusing black women, but say we don't support black people. He is just like Talib Kweli. Ooh, not Talib Kweli. Listen, any of them pro-black niggas, I think you can pretty much attest to the fact that there's a black woman they've taken advantage of somewhere. I read that. Let me see. Cherie Banks, thank you for the super chat. I've lost both my parents, and yes, it's hard, but you cannot use it as an excuse to do something dangerous. I totally agree. Kylie, is that how you pronounce it? Danielle, thank you for the super chat. Hey Bondi, you and Lyric look great for the ball. Oh, and I submitted both my votes for you today. Much love. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Girl, I know. Okay, me and my fine ass husband. Stupid ass. Nah, he was, oh Lord. I was like, babe, these are the colors. Figure it out. Okay, my man used to work at Dillard's. Y'all gonna stop playing with him, okay? Hey, Scotty, thank you for the super chat, my love. Tory wasn't even no big artist like that, so I'm still confused by the sudden support. I only know one song by him, and that's the Brownstone sample. And I never forget hearing it and being like, okay, now I want to go listen to the actual song. Like as soon as that song would come on the radio, I would like, all right, play the real song. Kia Bell, thank you for the super chat. That applies to Drake too. That beard did a lot. Ooh, you ain't never lie. You ain't never lie. That beard saved his life on some shit. Angela A. Mayer, thank you for the super chat. I don't like how disrespectful he was in that clip. He spoke about them solely by function for him. Yeah. That, and that. And those women are signing on to do that. I hope he's financially providing for them, and I hope they cycle out. You know what I'm saying? You get what you want, you have fun, and then you cycle out. I don't even have Discord. I am not. That's what I thought. Serena. Don't feel like, because I really didn't think it was you, but people in the Discord was like, was that just Serena? I was like, I don't think so, y'all. But I was wondering. Thank you. You did not have to give me another super chat. I definitely would have just read your comment. Thank you. Shy Girl Perspective, thank you for the super sticker. Mary Sparkle's like, well, thank you for being a member. Hey, Bondi, I'm newly engaged. Congratulations. And a lot of your content regarding marriage is preparing me. Thank you for sharing your gift, boo. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Girl, yes. Okay. Oh, all right, y'all. I think I'm done. Y'all, something wrong with Kiki. I think I'm done, y'all. I think I did enough. I think we talked enough. Y'all think so? Oh, hold up. Before we go though. So I did see that Dr. Gregory from Married to Medicine was posting about female narcissists in his Instagram yesterday, like several different posts about female narcissists. And I'm like, child, if a nigga ain't gonna do nothing, he gonna project. If a nigga ain't gonna do nothing, he gonna project. I feel like we've seen enough evidence of him, Sweet Tea, and of Quad to say you're projecting, you're the narcissist. That was a nice try though. I'm sorry. Yes, there are a lot of, narky qualities about Quad, but I do not believe that Quad is a narcissist. That's not the vibe I get at all. She is highly emotional, and I think that sometimes, when women are always like pulling at you for emotion, you can feel that way, but I also feel like Quad is very self-sufficient. So yeah, no, I'm sorry. I refuse to go along with that. And if he was talking about Sweet Tea, I feel like we know that's not true because we saw how Sweet Tea responded to him getting upset with her. Like, you're the narcissist, sweetie. You don't even see when you're wrong. You don't even see when you're the one out of control. You don't even see that you're the one acting immature. And that even though she may be naive, Sweet Tea is more mature. And honestly, she usually seems to be more in control of herself than you are when y'all in the same room with Quad. Now, when it comes to Heavenly, I don't know. Okay, thank you, Brittany, for the super chat. Will there be another Discord link? I forgot my login. Yes, I'll send out a new one. Okay. Speaking of Discord, right? I'll put it in put another one out. But yeah, y'all, I was just looking at that. I was just like, that nigga is crazy. And it reminds me of how like a lot of men in the psychology, you be scared. Be scared. Like men who work in psychology and psychiatry, like, yeah, them niggas be crazy sometimes. Or maybe I've just read too many Stephen King novels. I don't know. Either way, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Have a good one.